This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hey, yo, listen, hey, I saw the live chat. Y'all better stop disrespecting, all right? Y'all better calm down, all right?
It was Larry's fault that we was late. Just
It
know that.
wasn't.
It was.
Sebastian was working.
Yeah, I was ready to go.
He did something to his computer
No,
because he
I
had two
didn't.
computers
No,
on the desk.
listen.
He hit something. Confused Marv. Marv had to yell at us about it. So we not late. Sebastian made us late.
Nah, he's gonna lie to the people.
All right. Anyway.
So were you the world government? You ready? The world government?
All right. Anyway, welcome everybody. Sorry for being late. I just want to say thank you for showing up. I do want to shout out to the people in the chat right now. Who's in the chat? Seb.
Yeah, we got Jose, Onion, KJ, United States of Blurred, Grimjaw, Chidori, I Hate Mew, Monkey D. Sasuke, Aaron Tate, Jimmy Olive, Javian, Ast Elm, Jordan, Daniel, Six, God D. Usopp, Kevin Salinas.
Yo, there's so many people.
So many. Oz.
Oz.
You didn't do the intro.
Oh, yeah. We did this twice, right?
Yeah, we did.
I'm always bad at it. All right. So, my name is Larry.
Lawrence. Lionel.
Sam.
And this is that One Piece talk, where we talk One Piece.
Oh, man.
So again, sorry so much for being late. I know we're never late, but again, it's Sebastian's fault. So you guys, we gotta let him in the Discord later.
Not my fault. Just
Hey, thank you, Cameron, for subscribing. Appreciate you. Arigato. Yo, I said the super chat, right?
Yeah, we got a $2 super chat from Oz D Phenom. It says, "We here, fam. Missed last week, but back at it again."
If you miss it again, Oz, we fighting. All right, no, I'm joking.
Oh, man.
Everybody, welcome. I'm glad you all can make it. We really appreciate it. It's never too early to be in the live chat, especially before we get in, so do not worry about it. Now, let's go to announcements. All right. So, YouTube, we just hit 2K subscribers.
Hey!
Woo, 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 woo. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed.
That's y'all.
That's you. That's you. To those that haven't, make sure you do, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified. Discord, we hit 500 members. It took us a little bit, but we just completed our first rounds of the Davy Back Championship event. If you haven't joined our Discord, please do. The link is in the description.
Yo, who won, Marco or?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I gotta look at it. But I
out.
think Marco and Doflamingo tied between who would win in a fight. On Apple and Spotify, our audio listeners only. Keep it up. It keeps going up. Like, people who just keep wanting to listen to us only on Spotify and Apple and however else they listen to us. Just know that when we go live on YouTube on Mondays at 7 p.m., join us in the live chat. Support us financially by subscribing to us through Me6's link in the description. If you're on Spotify, hit those 3 dots. If you're on YouTube, join us, or you can simply do a super chat. Anything is appreciated. If you have no bread, don't worry. Liking the video and telling your friends is more than enough. Much love to you all. Now, for merch, I know you guys see my shirt. Right here is the TOPT shirt. In the back, we got like a logo and all that stuff. It's merch that's directly from us. So, if you don't know, we sell our own merch. They are dope shirts, and we don't make a cent off of them because we went for quality and not quantity. The link to it is www.onepiecetalk.com/merch. If you don't want to type that in, just go to the description below and hit the link. Other than that, Marv, send it.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Have you been struggling lately? Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, difficulty with a relationship, or just struggling from low self-esteem. Listen, I've been there. We've been there. If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Talk to your therapist in a private, online environment at your own convenience. There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire, simple as that, to help assess your specific needs. And then you get matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Then you schedule a secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is completely confidential. I happened to sign up at one point regarding my confidence issues. Next thing you know, my confidence issues are not issues anymore. I'm doing pretty well in that area. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. Special offer goes out to all that One Piece Talk listeners. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
If you need to work on your mental health, man, do so. But also use our code. It helps us out as well. And don't be afraid to look for help if you need it, because I've done it myself. So, to go on to the actual show, and they said that we really leveling up now.
They said Lawrence dressed up like a main character for this episode.
Hold on. Read the super chat.
Oh, yes. We did get a $2 super chat from Kobe Do Too Much. It says, what are your thoughts on Kaido post Wano? I just know he's not going to get that grand death that he wants. However he wants, he's not going to get that. Post Wano, I don't know if he'll actually die. Maybe he dies in a pathetic way. That's kind of where I'm leaning, because ultimately he has to not achieve what his goal is. And if his goal is to die epically, dying in some pathetic fashion would be, in line with that. I just can't see him, being neutered and just, being an impel down. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see.
All right.
I guess we'll see. But thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the super chat. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm always a main character.
So let's go to the One Piece chapter 1047 questions and the One Piece anime episode 1015. So, for the first time ever on our show, we will be discussing the anime.
Is that true? That's not true.
Well, we've slandered it before, but we've never directly reviewed an episode.
True.
Yeah.
So, One Piece episode 1015 shook the anime community and has been trending ever since. What did you guys think about this episode, and did it surpass your expectations, Lionel?
I actually thought it was pretty good. I dropped. I was planning on reading the anime back, but I haven't read or watched episodes in a minute. But Larry said watch the episode, and it was actually really good. I actually watched the episode and went back to in the manga, and they actually did a pretty good job. Certain things I even noticed that they had in the manga, they actually did pretty good in the anime. I think it was actually a really good. Plus the emotions, the guy, the fact that they went to Yamato's, because I never even thought how Yamato reacted when Ace's Vivi card disappeared. She mentioned it, but we never saw Yamato's emotion, her going through seeing Ace's Vivi card disappearing, and her being angry about that, because again she made a promise to Ace, So it was very emotional, and plus that big scene when Luffy faces Kaido, and it was really good. I forgot certain things happened, but again, that's how the anime gives it credit, because they bring that emotion on. You see it and you read it in the manga, but the anime also opens that up more, because you hear the voices, you see the more visual, and it's actually more intense in the anime. So anime did a good job on that chapter.
1 out of 10.
I would say it was probably an 8. I give it an 8.
I like the energy that Lionel's rolling with today. He was very loud with it. He knew exactly what he wanted to say. I appreciate that. Yeah, Law?
No, I agree with Lionel, because we ended up watching it together, pretty much, and not that I had high expectations or low expectations of it, but it did make me actually want to start rewatching, because I've been slow with it, rewatching the anime. I'm still rewatching Fishman Island, but it made me miss wow, I miss watching the anime, because that's what got me into One Piece in the first place. It wasn't the manga, it was actually the anime, and the way they did it was really well done. They really captured the emotion, the drama, the intensity of it, of what we remembered One Piece to be, and and also too, for example, because I know we all complain, or we ripped Yamato about wanting to be Odin. But the way they did it in the episode, it made me draw back to actually there's emotion behind why she wants to be Odin. It's because she's been locked in a cage or restricted, literally in handcuffs or sea stone cuffs her whole life since she was a kid, right? But she keeps saying it in the anime. She wants to live freely like Odin. So in her mind, especially reading that book, the freest person that she's ever known is actually not her father, is Odin. For Odin did whatever he wanted when he wanted. He truly lived free, you know? So in her, Odin is that person that symbolizes freedom. And she goes, I want to live like that. So I want to live freely like Odin. Now, again, we already know that Luffy is like the symbolic of freedom. She's meeting Luffy now, right? And so, but they capture that in the anime of like what I saw with Yamato of why she wants to be Odin. It's not like, oh, she's inspired her, but because she wants to change her living situation. She wants something she's never had before. So that captured where I didn't realize it in the manga or it painted it, but in the show they kind of captured that really, really well. We even watched the other episode with Ace too with Momo, and they showed it again. So I think the episode did really well. Like I liked it a lot.
1 out of 10.
I'll give it. I know I said all this stuff and I hype it up, but I'm strict with my answer, so I give it a 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. Seb?
I really did enjoy the episode. We watched it, that night. He ended up live streaming it. It was really cool. That whole experience was really cool. I really did enjoy it. It was so good to me. It got me thinking that Yamato might even join the crew. So that's how you know it was a good episode, because y'all know me. I'm not a Yamato for Next Nakama person. But it got me feeling for her. It got me really thinking like, oh man, like I kind of wanted her to join for a second there.
Yeah.
Then I came back to my senses. As far as the rating, I gave it a 9 in the moment. I watched it again, and I'm gonna give it an 8.5. I'm gonna give it 8.5.
What made it go lower?
It's the same issues that I had before, as far as like I think I brought it up on the live where I said that them paneling the worst generation versus the Yonko, like that page wasn't as great, and as great as like the that like storybook kind of opening was with Yamato, that did drag longer than the second time I watched it. I was like, this is like taking longer than I thought it was gonna. I felt it took the first time.
Yeah.
So, but again, that's probably just me not being a huge Yamato fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
8.5. 7. All right. With me, I really liked the way they made Yamato and Ace and their connection seem almost like you were rooting for them to be together, but also for them to one day meet again. And then the fact that, he ended up dying and we saw how emotionally sad she was really brought to the front how much she truly cared, not only about Ace, but about Odin and wanting to be free like Ace and Odin, because necessarily she doesn't want to be Odin. She wants to be like Odin.
Yeah.
And that's the important fact of why she will become the next Nakama, because Ace gives her the story that his brother is going to be this guy you're going to want to follow and you're going to want in Wano, and he's going to set you free. And she sees Luffy now as that person that was to come. So it makes Yamato joining the crew having a stronger case. Now, when it came to the sadness of her losing Ace, it made me feel like the anime or One Piece is always better when Ace is in the picture somehow. And I think that's undoubtedly, we all have to agree, right? Yeah. Like every time, it's like Roger. We don't get enough Roger, but when Roger's in it, the show picks up just like that. Even young Whitebeard picks up just like that. We just love seeing those characters. They add something that the show currently doesn't have, which I enjoy to the fullest. And then we get to that whole part of like, how is Yamato the same strength as Ace back then? You know what I'm saying? Like they were even. They clashed evenly. Then we got a little bit more of filler showing that Kaido got fed up with Yamato at a certain point and started going after her. And she had to end up fighting Beast Pirates and also Kaido. So we can see now why she's able to fight Kaido in hybrid form on Onigashima and hold him back for as long as we do. Like, that conversation should be over by now. And I think that the anime perfectly made that happen to where now we can understand why she's at the level she's at. And then when it goes into the whole scene where the Yonkos were versus the Supernovas, I did think the camera was a little too low and the colors were a little too dark to actually capture the moment the same way it happened in the manga, where I was like so excited because I was like, this looks insane. This is probably one of the best 2-page spread drawings that Oda has done in Wano. I was excited to see that, and to see that the lighting was just a little too dark. It brought me off just a bit, but I like the way they used Prometheus in the back of the Yonkos to cast these huge shadows upon the Supernovas and make them seem like monsters that they have to go through. Like they're not bringing the dawn; they're actually bringing the darkness of the dawn. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get to that. We got to get past them. It was little moments in that episode, I was telling Seb, where I don't think much of Kid. But when Kid came through with Killer, and then Killer started laughing,
that was gold.
And Kid started laughing together, I was like, this is what we miss about Luffy and Zoro. We miss the companionship that they both have. And we were so excited to see it happen once again, but it came in the form of Killer and Kid. And I was like, yo, I love the way they laughed together. That was awesome. So then when Luffy walks in between both of the Yonkos, that it was so subtle. It was so great and it was so powerful, even though it lasted like 5 seconds. It was when Luffy looked at the scabbards in this bright colored green, purple, reds, like it was like a rainbow full of colors, and you see the scabbards all standing up and they're super happy, and you're like, wow, like that looks beautiful. And then the next second, reality snaps back. The sound even changes a little bit to the point where you're just like, this is much sadder than it actually is. And then you notice all the scabbards are in the same place that they were all happy, but now they're like basically finished. And it showed like that Kinemon, where Sebastian was like, I didn't really think much about the Kinemon moment in the manga. But once it happened in the anime, I was like, he was like, this was so much more powerful. And then the blood that was in, I was just like, they got away with that because of the colors too. But to finish, I know I've been ranting because I'm not very fond of the anime. But I will say this. The episode for me was a 9.5 out of 10. Also, I feel really, really bad for anime-only watchers. And here's why. This is how the anime is supposed to be. There's very rare times where the manga gets surpassed by the anime. You know what I'm saying? The anime is always supposed to surpass the manga in a way because it has voices, it has music, it has colors, it has everything to add that emotional depth that you don't get from the manga, because the manga, you use your imagination to feel these emotions, but they can give you that. They give you this sense of like emotion that you just don't have to create yourself. And when you're so used to seeing mediocrity at the lowest level, and you get a taste of this episode, you start to realize, like, why isn't this every episode? Like, I know you guys don't watch Demon Slayer, but the season 3 of Demon Slayer is art, bro. It is beautiful. Everything about it hits. I went to Demon Slayer, the manga, to read where I left off in the anime, and it was for the first time in a long time I said, the manga is not better than the anime, and I won't read the manga until the anime season comes out. That should be One Piece. Every single episode. They make enough money to do it. They surpass Batman in comic book sales. Toei needs to make this the #1 anime. And I think they could do it by doing this every episode. Also, to finish it off, I know I was just going on to be able to have this type of episode and have the sound waves go through the community the way it is, and it's such positivity, to end it with a flashback episode next week where they're like rehashing all of Wano. Evil. Evil. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Because they just took a break for whatever hack that just happened like 3 weeks. Don't do that, yo. You got some hardcore anime fans, like, don't do that to them. They deserve better. They do.
They be all right. We did get a couple super chats related to the anime, so I'm gonna read those off real quick.
Yeah.
$2 from Oz. Thank you again so much, Oz.
Thank you.
It says anime been doing it better than the manga, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't know about that one, dog. We'll see. We'll see how Roof Piece goes this point forward. I will say 982 was fire, and I thought it was actually better than 1015. I know somebody in there going to agree with me. But we got another super chat from David Samba. It says, episode was a 10. Love y'all. Show been fire. Been loving the guests, too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
And we got one more from KJ. KJ, it says, yo, fellas, just sending love. You guys are the best. I started my One Piece journey during the pandemic, and episode 1015 was the best episode so far. Oh, man.
Thank you so much.
In all of One Piece, KJ?
Thank you, guys.
That's hype. That's hype.
Thank you.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
For the love and support.
All right.
One thing, I know we don't have time, but I just want to know, did we discuss, though, because they revealed in the episode what Luffy said and that him and Roger shared? What they both said? Did we talk about that ever?
I didn't mention that.
I think we did at one point.
We did at one point. We
yeah.
did like earlier in the episodes. We did.
Okay.
Yeah, but that got brought to the forefront too through that weird color scheme.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, chapter starts off with Yamato and Momonosuke arguing to make flame clouds. Momo remembers the moment right before his mother Toki sent him and the Scabbards 20 years into the future. The Scabbards plead for him to lead them, and he announces he's only a kid, but then tells Toki he's ready. Momonosuke comes back to the present and apologizes to his past mother because he's failing. How did this make you feel, Seb?
I did enjoy this because you know me, I'm a Momo guy. I liked it. It's just more character growth, more expansion on Momo's character arc on trying to be the man he's always wanted to be. So I like that. I actually liked it that he had this moment where Kinemon was telling him, like, hey, you need to man up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the time Kinemon tries to protect him a lot. This was Kinemon saying, like, hey, listen, like, your mom is doing this because you need to be a man, you need to be a samurai. Like us. Like, you need to do things. Like, you need to be able to handle things. So I really did like that. In general, you know me, Momo's gone from like one of the most annoying characters to me to like, this dude could totally be a Straw Hat. So this kind of stuff is like dope to me. I liked it. We'll see. Listen, we'll see. We'll see.
All right. Law?
It is, it's just like me just bringing me back. Today we talked about the father situation last episode, but this made me think about Momo. Because you know how we see kids in One Piece and how they seem more mature, but like Momo's in a way is calling back to like he's a real kid, and how much stuff is getting thrown on his shoulders, right? And he's obviously letting us know time and time again that he's not ready to take on all this. This is out of his hands, out of his depth. Like he right now says, "Well, I'm not a man. I'm a child." You know, it's like you expect me to like. I want my mother and my sister there. I need their help. I need their support. I need them with me. I need this comfort. Yet he's not getting it. So it's like he's getting thrown in to take on an entire country on his back at a very young age. Where it made me think of like, how old is Momo again? Is he like 9 years old? To take on this responsibility is like, it's kind of like it's too much to ask of someone. But it's being forced on him. And even now, present, he's just like, he's worrying about things. What's best for Wano? I have to save Wano. I have to move Onigashima away from this. Like, it's just so much he's going through. And it just reminds me how young he is. Because it's not like he's a young adult, he's a young teacher. No, he's a young kid with like, and he's weighing with so much on his mind, and he's clearly not ready for it. And you see the battle he's going through with his emotions, the battle he's going through with his head, it's too much for him. But he's trying to overcome it, because we think of even like Luffy when he was a kid. We ripped Momo, but first starting off, Ace hated Luffy because Luffy was always crying, you know? But Luffy eventually grew out of it because of his hard conditions. So we're literally seeing that. It's taking Momo a little longer, but he also was dealing with a lot more than Luffy did when he was a kid, you know? So it's just, we're seeing a little bit, like you said, Momo's growth in it. And it's something we expect a lot from Momo because for his father, right? But he's not his father, and also... Because, in a way, Odin showed a more irresponsibleness when he was young. Momo's trying to take responsibility but doesn't know how to, you know? Odin left the country and did whatever he wanted because I'm a free spirit. Momo's trying to take responsibility, but I'm confused. I don't know how to do this. So it's like showing here, Momo's showing that his struggle with it all. So I appreciated this part.
What about you, Lionel?
I thought of, honestly, remember the first time we met Momo? Like when in Punk Hazard, when he was like, he had the disposition of a samurai. Samurais don't get hungry. Like that was his position. Then later on, you see him more get into these dangerous situations. you don't see that disposition of a samurai anymore. You see more of I'm a scared child. Like, I'm a helpless child. And you saw, like, Luffy even got mad at Momo, at Zoe. Like, remember when pretty much, like, you see all your scabbards putting their lives and taking the lead, but you are their boss. You should be taking the lead. And that's what Luffy did it. Luffy refused to take the, like, help Momo until Momo said something and stepped up. And it shows, like, Momo he needs that disposition back. That he had the first time we met him, that I'm a samurai, I don't get hungry, And it's going to be hard because, again, you're facing Kaido, you're facing these monstrous situations. And, again, he's keeping getting compared to his father. And Odin was just so ridiculous on his own. Now, Musuke is, like, trying to live up to that legend, like, but he says, I'm just a kid. I can't live up to that.
I'll say this, the small counter to that before Larry goes. That was just bravado from Momo then, though.
Yeah.
He needs to actually have that kind of disposition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this arc is going to get him there. And traveling with Luffy, maybe. But, you feel me. Go ahead, Larry.
Are you good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm just going to pass because I took a long time answering my other question. And plus, I want to get through these.
The people want to hear from you, bro.
They will, bro. Luffy and Kaido continue fighting. Luffy grabs lightning out of the sky and launches it at Kaido. Kaido smiles, then dodges it while smacking Luffy away. Luffy then grabs another lightning bolt like a pole to propel himself back at Kaido, and Kaido plays baseball with Luffy's face. While Kaido is hitting Luffy, he tells Luffy that abilities alone cannot conquer this world. Roger didn't have any fruit powers, and that hockey transcends all. Then Kaido hits Luffy into the air, and Luffy grabs onto Kaido's chest, turning it to rubber. Kaido transforms and starts sending wind scythes at Luffy. Luffy gets hurt from them. What did you guys think about this exchange of words and blows? And we'll start with Seb.
All right, so I loved it, right? Kaido dipping the lightning was great. Him saying you grab lightning, how ridiculous. Like he's literally laughing at it, right? Which is maybe a nod to what Luffy's ability is able to do, but just in general, to see something that crazy happen and then just laugh at it. And like people have been saying that like Luffy's like whooping Kaido and stuff. And I'm like, yo, Kaido has low-key not even gotten, like he hasn't gotten the better of Kaido once in any exchange that he's had for the most part, even after Gear 5. Like, even now. Like, he's still able to keep up, bash, hit Luffy and stuff, and tee off. He's just so durable now, I guess. But I loved him finally, 1,047 chapters in, confirming that Roger wasn't a Devil Fruit user. Because you still get the theories. Like, I feel like it's obvious to anybody who's reading that he wasn't a Devil Fruit user. Mm-hmm. The fact that Kaido confirmed it now is great. We can like put that to bed. I hated the Roger had a Devil Fruit theory for any Devil Fruit.
Yeah.
Forever. Like it was one of those theories that I hated. So happy that it didn't happen. And in general, I love seeing like Luffy bounce down, like and turn everything to rubber and then bounce back up. Because it's like, as great as that is, it's being used as a disadvantage right now. Like Kaido's using it to like follow up his attacks. Mm-hmm. Like I just like this. It's a cool exchange. Him spinning out lightning was dope. I thought that was funny. Like I really enjoy that stuff. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Lionel?
A lot of it I agree with Sebastian. Like I love the fact that like Sebastian said, we all should have known that Roger didn't have an ability. Like they kind of imply that he didn't. And pretty much mostly his whole crew didn't. The only one who had it was Bug, and he was like the weakest on the crew, so it was kind of funny. Like, but I did like that Luffy's awakening went against him at one point when he got hit and he got sent back. Like Luffy always bounced back, but he really got bounced back just to get hit again. Mm-hmm. Like, it was kind of funny. I like that part, and I also realized in like pretty much, and you see that Kaido, he's hitting Luffy harder. Like I was comparing the Luffy when he first got knocked out. When Kaido did Thunder Barrier, he did it with one hand and he was regular, and that knocked Luffy out of Gear 4 or whatever. Now Kaido went like, I compared it to like a bunt. When Kaido did Thunder Barrier the first time, it was like a bunt, did it with one hand and knocked Luffy out. Now Kaido's going full swing, like hitting a home run to Luffy. And you see that more and more, even Luffy, like people got scared, like Luffy's power up with Gear 5th. It's like Kaido just beating Luffy down more and more. Like, I think Luffy landed at least, like, one significant hit on Kaido when he hit Kaido when he punched him in the face. But over time, like, Kaido's like, all this power-up that you got with Gear 5th is, like, it's still nothing. Like, he's saying that hockey's what really matters, like, honestly. So he's just breaking down Luffy, like, even though we see at the end, I'm not going to jump into it, but, like, you see, like, even when Luffy went Gear 5th, it's still not overwhelming Kaido. Like, Kaido's still handling Luffy, like, as he was in the beginning. Like, it didn't change anything. And that's what I really like, again, the terror of Kaido. Like, showing that Luffy really has to keep on doing these ridiculous things to even match Kaido, because Kaido's just going to laugh and shrug it off as if, like, you're nothing to me. Like, and that's why I really appreciate Kaido. Like, Luffy keeps on leveling up, and what is Kaido going to do to counter Luffy's next power up?
All right.
Wow, I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
You do not bunt with one hand. That's how you get benched for life. But go ahead, Lawrence.
Okay, so really much. No, but I loved it as well because honestly, I've been talking about this before. Like Lionel bring out, Kaido's using stronger and stronger attacks. So it shows the extent of how much Kaido was holding back in the beginning as Luffy, or playing to Luffy. Even though he was still shutting down Luffy, he was playing to Luffy's strength. Because right now, he said even Death Destroyer was his new name attacked, right? Or Destroyer, whatever, yeah. So it's like he's using stronger attacks, and how, like Sebastian bring out, how he's just kind of like adjusting to Luffy's ridiculous or preposterous powers, right? So it's saying like whatever I like it because even though I was showing all this that Luffy's whipping out, throwing lightning, grabbing lightning, and all this stuff, Kaido's like, this is not something I can't handle. I can just adjust to it. And again, we still haven't seen Kaido go fully all out or even use his awakening, right? So, and I love that statement about Haki. Like, I love it so much because it's showing right here, because a lot of people can favor abilities and people talk about you need an ability, right? Kaido kind of like shuts all that down, saying you don't need an ability. It could help, but what's going to really conquer the world, what's going to conquer the seas, what's going to transcend all is your Haki, your will. This show is based on will. And he said to Gold Roger, because if you think about it too, if Gold Roger is in a way like the strongest pirate, like pirate king, who in a way is considered the strongest marine? Wasn't it Garp? That's two people without abilities that stood at the top. The most famous marine was Garp. The most famous pirate was Gold Roger. And them two fought each other. Like, that was the person who Gold Roger, like, they kept meeting. And they ruled with their Haki, right? So showing all this, like, for example, you could, like, Big Mom, like, even, not saying that Luffy's relying on his ability now, but his ability is ridiculous. But he's saying that what's really going to make the changes or implement those changes in the world that's going to rule is your Haki. And I like that because, in a way, I'm not saying that fruits are borrowed power, but in a way, it cannot necessarily be your own because you could hone it like it's like a mastering a technique, but the will is yours. It's completely. You know? That's something you have to train because you could have it. Like Rayleigh even said it. Everyone has Haki, but the growth and the ability to use it is all you. It all depends on you. And that's what's going to rule the seas. So I love that statement there about him talking about what's going to rule the seas is really your Haki, regardless of what ability you have. So, yeah. What about you, Larry?
It's cool. You know, I've said this before that Luffy's power is really Hawks. It's OP to a state. He's just not OP with it. And I'm very happy that that happens to be the case. Because at this point, he's literally swinging on lightning itself. And he's turning inanimate and animate objects into rubber. And that's just insane. Shout out to Kaido, bro. Because, yo, I'm gonna be real, man. I'll be plastering Kaido all over the wall, bro. But, like, the fact that he brought to the table that Haki is what truly matters in this show. I've been said it. I'm gonna say it again. Haki is the show. The show is based on willpower. It's not based on devil fruits. So it brings into a lot of things into question, right? It brings in the fact that why wasn't Big Mom using her Haki the way she was supposed to be utilizing it, and why was she so devil fruit dependent, but yet she was a Yonko? One, so that's a mistake in my opinion. Two, it proves that Blackbeard, if he's not advanced in any of these forms, happens to not be stronger than her either. So at this point, he's all devil fruit related. If you are only devil fruit related, you cannot put the world on his heels the way Kaido is explaining it, all right? So even if Kaido didn't have this dragon fruit, I feel like he'd be just as strong. Straight up. He just wouldn't have the Zoan durability, but he already has crazy durability from the get.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that. So
Probably dead.
what's really, really, really nice about that statement is the fact that Roger didn't have it, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love that. We suspected that Roger was much like Shanks' crew, where
I
they
forgot
don't
they had
have
that,
it.
yeah.
And what does that bring into question now? How strong is Shanks? If he's ruling the seas the way he's supposed to be, then he's all hockey.
Yep.
That means he transcends devil fruit users as well. So I'm tired of hearing all this slander about Shanks as well.
Sebastian.
So we're gonna go one more into it.
I never said Shanks was
We're gonna go one more into it about it before I lose it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about hockey. But overall, man, like, hockey is the end-all, be-all. We have to suspect that even Rox himself, who was conquering conquerors, was probably the strongest man in the world due to his ambition, because if the show's built on willpower itself, what kind of will do you need in order to be the king of the world? Is it a bigger ambition than finding the all blue? Is it a bigger ambition than finding the One Piece, right? We don't know. We just know that your ambition has to match your willpower. You will do anything you need to do in order for it to be successful. So if my will has to match that certain ambition and the difficulty of that ambition has to be matched, that means my willpower has to match it.
Yeah.
It has to match that difficulty level. So at this point, it also relates to Rox and how strong Rox must have been if he didn't have a devil fruit. So that's where I'm gonna end that off, man. I'm tired of hearing all these. Y'all slander me again. Slander me again, bro.
Your willpower can be one
bro.
thing.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
But if you're not strong enough to deal with it, Rock's lost.
Cool, bro.
I mean, Roger did.
But how did he lose?
Doesn't matter.
You don't know. You don't know. Hold on. You don't know.
I don't.
You don't know.
I know he lost, though.
Okay.
I know he lost.
Kaido lost too. And where Kaido at? And where Kaido at?
Where Rock's at?
Actually, me and I were talking about that.
Where Rock's at,
You just be saying anything,
Where he
bro.
at?
You just say anything
Where
to
he
troll,
at, bro?
Yo, where's Roger at?
He dead.
Oh, he dead because he couldn't conquer his illness, right?
Yo, but
all right then, shut up, bro.
But Rox didn't die from illness.
No, bro, we're not talking to you.
He lost.
We're moving past
He got
you.
into a
We're
fight
moving past
and
you.
lost.
Well,
He
got into a fight and
Of
lost.
course, everybody loses. I'm sure Garth
Hey,
lost at
Roger ain't got no
1.2.
losses right now.
He lost to himself.
He
lost
lost
to
to himself.
He ain't lose the Rock.
He lost the time.
It does
We
matter.
don't know that. We don't know that.
He ain't lose the Rock.
His rival was Shiki at one point. No!
Like, we can't say that for him.
Nah, man. It's so
Kaido was
disrespectful.
Gekamura was Kaido's rival. And look what happened.
Listen. And Kaido lost a couple times.
Yo, move on.
How we don't know he lost? How we don't know that?
Move on, bro.
All I'm saying, bro, if he got feats, clearly conquering 3 conquerors who would happen to maintain the world power as we speak in One Piece right now, speaks as a feat. And regardless of what you say,
that's cool.
Regardless of him losing, we don't know how he lost.
He top 3.
But you be disrespecting, bro.
He top 3, yo.
All right.
But
Anyway.
the stage someone loses at and how they lose does matter.
And is that not the highest stage?
No,
You know
he's
what
at
I'm
high
saying?
stage. That's done. He's at high stage. So it's
Sebastian
like,
just be
yeah.
hating,
Top
man.
3.
Yo, if Marco,
Yo, you call somebody top 3 and it's hate.
Yo,
I don't understand.
If this was Marco, he'd be like, "Damn, yo, Marco was definitely."
Yo, it's top. He top 3, bro.
He was taking all these punches, bro. He looked mad cool flying and shit.
Listen.
Anyway, last question.
Smoking on that Rocks pack.
I don't know,
Feel
bro.
me?
Marco don't got a pack.
Cause he alive.
They don't got a pack.
Cause he alive.
In the flower capital, the citizens are still lighting their last wishes and thoughts into their sky lanterns before the festival is over. They'll go back to being slaves. The samurai within Onigashima converse on whether they want to beat Kaido or die and survive, or live in oppression. They decide to die and save the country. Orochi has come out of his sea stone nails and wants to... he comes out of his sea stone nails, and if he's going to die, he's taking Hiyori with him. Luffy then yells out to Momonosuke to move Onigashima because he created a fist the size of it and is looking to crush Kaido, and it's in the way. Momo, Yamato, and Kaido look at Luffy's monstrous fist in awe. What do you guys think of this? And we have to make this quick. Lionel?
I actually kind of hope it's like a mixture of Gear 4. Like, I hope Luffy sucked it in and like shot it out like he did with Gear 4, but just like a bigger version. But I don't know. Like, we just know it's ridiculously big. We don't know if he did a Gear 4 class Gear 3 with it because we turned Luffy turned a giant. So, and I don't even know if this is gonna end Kaido. We don't know. Like Kaido might even deflect it for all we know. Like it's gonna be a crazy clash, or he might actually just take out Kaido right here because he's holding on to him. But it's really interesting. I just hope the when we see the next chapter, that's gonna be worth it.
All right, Lawrence.
One thing I had to say, going back to the beginning, it looks like we're actually going to get what me and you said. I think all of us agreed earlier about
The lanterns
it's going
going to
up.
turn into flame clouds.
yeah, and that Momo's going to see it and
Have
Luffy's
his
going to see
Odin
it.
moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because he has to move it, and like it's coming to crunch time now that he has to move it, right? So I was thinking that we're going to see that. And Luffy's durability is actually impressing me because he's taking a lot right now with that fire thing and still holding on to Kaido, right? And it's just like to me with the samurai, it's like, of course, like why wouldn't they go this route? They showing like how they're honorable they are. Either lives of slaves or going out in an honorable death fighting for your freedom. Who wouldn't? That's kind of like I said, it's a no-brainer, you know. So, and also the thing is too, like they could give that as long as they win this, they could give their child, their wife, and their children that freedom, right? So and then going back to this one, I think Denjiro is going to come to help Iori.
1000%.
Yeah, like this is the time. You've been. I don't know where you've been at. This is the time to come.
What you doing, bro?
Exactly. To actually finish.
Imagine he
off.
was just fixing his hair the whole time.
It gotta look cool.
Getting the pomp.
Yeah. So this, and then so I the time to, and also for Orochi and him finally once and for all. The fist thing is crazy because we were talking about how big Onigashima was, right? Mm-hmm. You know, so how big Onigashima was, and I had to go back. This actually might be bigger than that.
Pause.
Making that, and then I don't. Even if it does hit Kaido, because Gashima's comments, I don't see a one shot. Not that you get one shotted, but one fist doing it to Kaido. To me, Luffy's mostly always end his stronger opponents in like a Gatling form.
Yeah.
So I feel like he needs, especially Kaido, like he needs like a Gatling of these to try to even put Kaido down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I've been talking for too much, but yeah, go ahead, someone else.
Seb?
I'll try to make this quick. You guys touched on a lot of the points I wanted to bring up, so I won't bring them up. But I did like the juxtaposition between the samurai saying, "Yeah, I'm totally down to die. I'm totally down to die for the cause," and Usopp saying, "Like, nah, I need to live." I love that kid's face when he heard them like, "Yo, I'm down to sacrifice myself." He was like, "What are y'all talking about?"
Y'all must be crazy.
Kid was like, I wish I could be as useful as y'all.
As far as Luffy and the attack, Kaido about to counter it somehow. I believe in Kaido. Believe in Kaido, y'all. Kaido got this. I will say one thing. Luffy saying to move Onigashima out of the way is different from the whole holding it up. So is this changing what's going to happen with that? Like, I don't know that if it changes it. I hope not, because I prefer the visual and the thematic like paralleling of Odin personally. But the face that Momo and Yamato made were great when they saw the fist. And Jesus, that's Luffy, he kind of got to save the island for Luffy. He's wilding right now. But yeah, go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, so the Sky Lanterns with the flame clouds are definitely happening. Denjiro is definitely going to come and slay Hiyori to, get his anger finally, like, his revenge is gone. I think that's going to happen. Luffy telling Momonosuke to move it, that is confusing. So I think Zunisha will play a part and probably help moving the island after he stabilizes it with the Sky Lanterns, using it for flame clouds. And then Luffy, I can't see Kaido getting knocked out by this, which is honestly, it just speaks to Kaido more so than ever. And if this is Luffy's final attack, it's going to be very similar to how he punched Doflamingo down. Yeah. Crocodile got punched through something. Hoodie got punched through Noah. Luffy's known for ending the arcs for the bad villains to get punched through something. Yeah. I would like to see Kaido break that mold where he doesn't do it to Kaido. So that's just my opinion. But
yeah, I just thought about it because Kaido's always the dragon right there. Because Kaido's in dragon form. The thing, that lingering dragon that's been haunting Wano for, he takes Kaido down in that dragon form and knocks him out. Like you just brung out. Yeah. So it's like Kaido's strongest durable form is the complete dragon form, taking it out. So seeing that the dragon that's been bothering you guys, lording over you this time is finally brought down.
Yeah.
All
right. read those super chats or whatever really quick, and then we're gonna do phone calls.
Yeah, we got a $5 super chat from Rowan Chris, my boy. It says, Larry, loved your hockey rant. Does Kaido's statement change your opinion about the Nika fruit now, or do you still need a hug?
I need a hug. Still need a hug, bro. He masters that thing. It's crazy.
And we got 2-month membership from Simeon Russell.
Hey, thank you, Simeon. For being a member for 2 months.
Awesome, man. It says, Seb, I know you're pro Kaido flashback. Do y'all think we get it after the punch and Kaido's awakening mid-fall? I personally don't think the punch lands, but to me, I think Kaido's flashback will come after potentially a Luffy defeat, which I know I'm probably in the minority with that, but I just the dramatic stakes of the people on the ground level, like the citizens of Wano, haven't like seen the thing. So I basically need that to happen for the climax of the arc. When that happens, anything can go. But before that, Kaido is gonna win until then. So that's just how I look at it. And definitely pro Kaido flashback. We need that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, that's it. All right, Marv, do the phone calls. So sorry, everybody. It took a little bit. Let's do it.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was trying to hit all of that, man.
It was a dense chapter, man. There was a lot in there.
I know, and I tried.
So we're talking about like Shanks' crew. It speaks volumes to it because like I was saying, he was mimicking his crew at Gold Rogers. No abilities.
All right, let's do it.
Call in, y'all.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Brody?
So I saw you guys posted on your TikTok. You were having a conversation about who was stronger, Sabo or Ace. So basically, I wanted to pose that question to you guys again. Like, who was before Ace died, Sabo or Ace? Who you got?
Sabo. No question.
I feel like I was away for this, right? I assume.
Yeah, you were away for this. This is when Lionel was saying that Jinbei was stronger than Sabo.
Oh man,
I didn't say that.
Oh man. Can pass. Lawrence, go.
Well, for this situation, because Ace, this is Sabo after the 2 years when we seen him. Ace has been dead for 2 years. So whatever growth Sabo had, he would have to, because we know in the beginning they were tied when they were kids. I believe Ace had more potential. But from what we see now of Sabo and Ace where he died, I feel like you can't say Ace was stronger. Ace had the potential to be stronger.
Not Sabo now, but Sabo at the time that Ace died.
At Marineford.
Yeah.
Sabo at whatever. What is he? 20? What have you been? 21 at the time?
It don't matter.
That's Sabo.
They were both 20. Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's Sabo. Okay, so it all goes into his hockey training because most likely they would focus on hockey because I think we had a discussion like this at Hooligans.
This is what he's asking you.
Yeah, so go by what Kaido said too. If he depends on where the level of hockey that he was focusing on, then where it got, he would have a greater potential of beating Ace because of that. So
Speak those facts, Lawrence.
So because, like I said,
Talk to him, dog.
hockey's supposed to rule, not abilities. So in that situation, we seen Sabo's hockey, post time skip. So he's going to be focused on nothing but hockey then with the revolutionaries. So it was definitely greater than Ace's at that time. So I would say that his hockey mastery. I'm sorry, his utilization of hockey.
It's on you, Lionel.
Because Ace was a conqueror.
Now since everybody said Sabo, I might go with Ace. But honestly, I'm gonna go with Ace only because I'm not saying he's technically stronger, but I'm going by pretty much because we all with the magazine, Ace magazine, all they revealed that Ace was able to use hockey. Whether he was able to master or whatever, but we know that Ace fought the Vice Admiral and beat the Vice Admiral with hockey. But I'm not saying again. I'm going by with Ace, his fighting Sabo. I feel like Ace could probably become stronger fighting Sabo.
That Vice Admiral is trash, but keep going.
It's still a Vice Admiral when you say that hockey.
Listen, if it's on me, I'll say this. One of them is a Conqueror's user and the other one isn't.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean.
Exactly.
Listen, man. One of them is a Conqueror and one isn't. So obviously, I'm a huge Sabo guy, but like in general, Ace was portrayed as the stronger one. They were even, but Ace had won like one more time than Sabo did or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, and he got a Devil Fruit that did enhance his ability to fight. He was able to fight Jinbei for 5 days. Like, he has more on-panel feats at that point than Sabo has. We're just going by, okay, Sabo, what we see now. We're talking about Sabo 2 years later, or 2 years earlier.
Yeah.
Like, it's I want to go Sabo. I really do. It's just there's more evidence of Ace at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Can I help you out? Can I help you out?
Help him out.
Hit me, bro.
Ace was training with Luffy growing up. Sabo was literally sparring with Kuma and Dragon
Wait,
since
what?
he was 10 years old.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
How is that not? You just said that one has conquerors, one doesn't, and you said, and that's fair to you? Like this man had better training for 10+ years.
Okay.
Ace was literally training with Luffy, who wasn't even on Ace's level in no shape of the imagination. So, in my opinion, I think Sabo.
I'm over here trying to back Ace for once, and y'all bashing me for it. Damn shame.
Nah.
Damn shame, y'all.
I mean, you just have to be truthful at least, you know.
No, he's never truthful, bro. With himself, bro. All right.
So no sleep on Ace. That's your boy, man.
He is my boy.
You're not caping right.
I'm not retarded.
You're not caping right.
I know what's correct and what's not correct.
Ace was in the streets fighting, bro.
Who's training him?
It's not about training all the time, bro.
Who's training him?
It's about fighting sometimes.
Oh, Whitebeard? Whitebeard was training him.
No, Whitebeard should have been training him.
How many Jinbei level opponents did Sabo beat?
Here we go. See, this is what I hate about you, bro.
Man.
You always start doing this.
Put some respect
you always
on
do
Ace
stupid
name, man.
things. Stop trolling, bro.
Put some respect.
Go ahead,
Can I ask
Aaron.
one more question? Sebastian, who do you think is stronger, Kuma or Jinbei?
Kuma.
Okay, that solves the problem.
Like Kuma, like prime Kuma though. Like, you know what I mean?
But I'm saying this is who Sabo was sparring with for 10+ years.
But you gotta take that as a grain of salt. Like he wasn't like sparring with him. Like they weren't even. Like if Kuma wanted to destroy Sabo, he could have.
It's crazy, yo. Sabo.
But I'm saying
we gotta take another call, man. But like I appreciate you making it spicy. You feel me?
It's not spicy. You just don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
That's it.
Listen,
Like you don't know what you're talking about 24/7.
Listen,
thank you so much for calling.
Hey, Aaron, thank you for doing it.
Always getting in here. Appreciate you.
no problem. Have a good one.
You too.
Have a nice night.
Sabo couldn't even beat him.
Yo, literally. Sebastian always goes for the other side just for entertainment, bro.
Couldn't he? What you
It don't matter if he
mean?
makes sense or not. He just goes, yo, I'm going to troll because I feel like doing to keep the conversation better or to make it better, whatever. It's his own entertainment, bro.
Marv, do you have another call? No more calls? Listen. Oh, yeah, we do. All right. Listen, man.
Hey, what's going on? This is Larry from That One Piece Talk. Who are you and how are you?
Number one Zor fan, Chris.
Hey,
Chris. Chris with an X?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, Chris. Yeah.
What up, man?
All right. I'm gonna ask y'all a lighthearted question. I think we kind of talked about it a little bit on the Discord, but you know, at the start of Wano, Luffy got one-shotted by Kaido. So Luffy now, who is the strongest character in One Piece that Luffy could one-shot?
That could one-shot right now?
That he could one-shot?
The same way Kaido one-shot Luffy at the start of Wano, who can Luffy one-shot? The strongest character.
I'm gonna say Jack.
I'm gonna be a jerk, and I'm gonna just say Dragon.
Wow,
that makes no sense.
You one shot at Dragon, bro.
Yo, Lionel, thank you so much for saying Jack, because I still believe, low-key, I don't anymore, it's over, in my Luffy one-shots Jack theory. But I think Jack.
Yeah,
I was thinking Doflamingo.
He one-shots?
Do you think Jack is stronger than
like this punch right now, he about to throw at Kaido. His Dofi with Conqueror's coating. Like he's already have a Haki Harness with Conqueror's coating. You think Dofi's taking that?
You know what? I'm gonna go Cracker.
That's the easy way. That's the easy way. That's the easy way out.
I'll go with Cracker.
Yo, Chris, what do you think?
Larry gonna say
my hot take, Katakuri.
Talk to him.
Yo, hang up on him.
If he lands, if he lands though,
hang up on him.
Listen,
this is why you guys start disrespecting and.
What I gotta respect, bro? What I gotta respect?
I'm sticking with Jack.
Katakuri's durability wasn't really all that.
No,
talk to him.
Tired, like trying fight against Luffy. I'm not saying like Katakuri would be like out for the count.
That's what one shot means.
Like,
that's what one shot means.
That's what one shot means. They gotta be sleep, Chris.
Yes, the fight is over.
They gotta go nap.
Like Luffy was done. Like he wasn't getting up.
They gotta take a nap, bro.
Nah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Katakuri get one shot.
I'll be rooting for you in the Discord when you be arguing, but not anymore, bro. I'm not liking
that's
nothing.
that's my hot take. That's my hot take. But if I have
It's
to
real
like,
hot.
safe bet, then Doflamingo.
Hot potato.
That's my safe bet.
So Dofi, there's a lot of Dofis in the chat too. That's real.
Dofi would definitely be one,
Yeah, he
for
ain't,
sure.
he ain't taking that. Who you got, Larry?
Oh, man. I don't know. I'll be honest, this is probably another hot take, and it's probably going to be wilding on me, but, like, Deathbed Whitebeard, bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, bro.
Like the giant fist?
No.
That's happening right now?
No.
Against
No.
Deathbed Whitebeard?
Nah,
No.
a Whitebeard's too strong for that. Like, I don't think anybody in One Piece is one shot on Whitebeard, whether he's Deathbed Prime or whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he could be.
My man said deathbed.
Like, he could have his face written off by Akainu.
The only
Still not getting one
Whitebeard
shot.
I would even try to show that is like you talking about. I'm talking about at the end of the war when he was already giving up his life, just couldn't move.
Yeah.
So he's like,
That's what
I'm
I'm talking
about to
about.
die already. Like
That don't even count.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Give him a real answer.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only.
That's the real answer.
I can't really think of one. He
What?
definitely...
Yo, Cat is a decent shout, man.
It's going to be Marco, bro.
Come on, stop it. Marco literally can heal.
He
can
definitely takes
I
on
told you
Marco,
you can say
bro.
Marco.
It's gonna
Told
be
you you can say
Marco, bro.
He can heal, bro.
The ending start. No, I'm stopping.
I mean,
That's gonna be an argument, so I'm not gonna go there.
We've yet to see Marco get a... Oh, he one-shot in Sanji?
Of course you do, Chris.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sanji regenerated. Sanji dipping it. He even landed.
He'd one-shot Zoro, too.
Oh, nah, see, now Chris gonna fight you.
Hold on. So, do you
Now
think...
you tripping, y'all.
Do you think the conquest move that the two Yonkos made is stronger than what Luffy's about to do to Kaido with that huge fist?
It should be.
That's a
It should be.
Yo, Larry,
Because-
they clouded you in this chat.
Because if we being real about
I mean,
it,
at the very least, it's the same. But,
The conquest should be stronger.
it's the same.
The conquest is stronger.
Yeah, the conquest
it
is
should be
stronger. That's
yeah.
two Yonkos.
Two Yonkos, bro. Respect Big Mom, man. You be saying to me. You be coming at me.
But Luffy's using Conqueror's Haki.
Okay,
the
they were
coding,
so they.
Rio, and
So
also
were they.
the size of Onigashima is the fifth.
But yeah, but like for example, it's like just using Zoro as an example.
I don't think I'm wilding out right now. I think y'all wilding out.
But using Zoro as an example, if Lobo got hit with his clean, you think that's breaking every bone in his body? No.
He would
Just from blocking it,
blocking.
he broke like how many bones did Law
Zoro would have
say?
died if he got hit that full on.
Yeah.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. Like,
Zoro wouldn't die
what
for this.
Luffy's doing right now
Would not kill
to
him.
He's
Kaido.
not getting. Yo, Zoro don't even get knocked out. He didn't even get knocked out when nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me Luffy's knocking him out, bro?
And then got shot with Kizaru
on,
after
man.
nothing happened. He still didn't get
You don't
knocked
think he
out.
knocks out Queen? Maybe he's Queen.
I think Sanji's still low key. No cap, Sanji.
Of course you do, Chris.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna say it could be Sanji.
Sanji don't be getting knocked out. I told you this before. Sanji don't be getting
Oh,
knocked
he
out.
knocks himself out.
He be knocking.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that because Zolo
Forgot.
knocked him out in that weekend edition, but he don't normally be getting knocked out.
Listen,
For nothing happened, Zolo knocked him out, but like that was different.
Luffy going crazy right now. Yo, he might could knock Sanji out. Yo,
Nah.
Nah, I don't
he be
think so.
I'm with
regenerating
you, Seb.
now.
I still think Luffy loses too, though. I still think Luffy loses.
Talk to him, crazy.
Luffy loses to who?
Kaido right now.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you said Sanji. I was like,
I
this is
thought- I
unexpected.
thought-
Kaido about to eat this fist. Like I'm talking about like,
Nah.
like he's about to open his mouth wide.
For the exact same thing Seb said, like the people in Wano gotta be a little bit more fair. Like
they
they're a
gotta
little bit
see
too
it.
happy right now. Like they gotta like see Kaido.
They're a little too happy right now. Bro, they...
I mean, like because
You get what he
the
mean.
way I see it, like right now it's kind of like set up like Syrup Village, where like Usopp was protecting like his village from the pirates, and they had no idea what was going on. And I don't really like that. Like I think that the people of Wano should know what's going on. They should understand the stakes before Luffy wins.
Facts.
They're accepting death though. That's why.
No, that's the people in the Onigashima. We're talking about the citizens of Wano that
Oh,
are
I got
lifting
you.
up. They gotta see it, be terrorized before it finishes out.
Yeah.
So
Sacrificing your kids because they weren't able to eat is not haunting enough. Like,
It's gotta be in the moment, huh?
Yo, yeah.
In the moment.
Yeah,
that ain't got nothing to do with Luffy.
Gotta be in
too
the moment.
Yo, this is why we got BetterHelp sponsoring. Because y'all sick, bro.
Listen, man. I need that.
Yeah, I want this
I
trauma.
mean, and the people on Onigashima should also have like a Robin-esque, I want to live moment. Like they're still too quick to want to die.
Too quick. And a whole chapter section dedicated to that.
All right.
Crispy Spin. He be hating on
Like
something.
they got to learn that they could have their cake too. Like they could beat Kaido and still survive. But
Yeah.
they're still willing to sacrifice themselves to beat Kaido. So until they're willing to survive, Luffy ain't winning yet.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
All right, Chris. Thank you for coming in here with this nonsense, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Of course, man. Of course. And if you still need that hug, Larry, I got you.
Enjoy the rest of your night, bro.
I appreciate you. Thanks, man.
You too.
Yeah, I wanted to say Big Mom just to be disrespectful.
Yeah, because you're retarded. Hey, guys, I just want to say thank you for joining us on episode 45. If you haven't liked the video, please like the video for us. It helps us greatly. It reaches other people. And I just want to say thank you again and again and again. And also thank you one more time. So, my name is Larry.
Lawrence, Lionel.
Seb.
And this is That One Piece Talk. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Jana.
Jana!